Bill. How you doing, Bill? So what do we have? And by the way, thank you very much for coming. I'm glad you're here, Bill. Dominant visual element. Where's the first place your eye goes? That big blue thing up at the top, where beautiful dreams become reality. Where does it go next? Well, that's the problem, because I got about 4 different things that are competing for my attention second. My eye doesn't know where to go. I don't know whether to go to the top, to the upper right, upper left, lower right. The hierarchy just isn't there. There isn't something that's the clear winner, then the secondary thing, and then where do I go after that? And I'll throw in a little bit of extra stuff here, a couple of side comments, because I just can't keep my mouth shut. Yell out, what's the thing that customers want most when they come to you? What's the one thing that they're usually looking for? Yell it out. They want to improve their breast appearance? What's the second? Body contouring appearance? And what's the third? Face. What percentage of your business makes up those 3?
Probably 40, 20.
So that's all your business? Basically. That's essentially, it's 80 or 90% of it, right? Okay, essentially, all right. If I were in your situation and I had a website and this was a primary place I was getting traffic and increasing the conversion could be good, I'd probably start with those 3 things. And I'd want that dominant visual element to be one of each of those 3. And I'd probably want a before and after picture starting with 1, breast, 2, body contouring, and 3, face. And I'd take that where beautiful dreams become reality, because that's a bunch of hyperbole that nobody cares about and it doesn't mean anything anyway, and I'd suck that right out of there, and I'd take that big top place, and I'd have before, after, before, after, before, after, beautiful pictures, of course, right? And underneath a little quote from the person, like the little testimonial, and I want to see the result I am looking for as fast as I can. And then what I'd do is I'd strip out all of this other stuff that's a confusing thing. I don't know what it is. What's the purpose of the website? What do you want them to do after they see this page? What specific action step would you like them to take? Okay, enter the information on the right to submit an inquiry or make a phone call. So we've already hit a challenge because you don't know what you want them to do. You want them to do one thing or another thing. Where does most of the business come from? The inquiry or the phone call? Which one? The phone call? What percentage come from the phone call?
When I go home and build my dashboard, I'll be able to
Just make it up. What do you think? Make it up. 60% come from the phone call. Okay. And, I don't know, you want to test maybe having both options there and so forth, but if 60% come from the phone call with a website that's hard to figure out, what I might do, and you know what, we just go up to the mic. So when someone calls on the phone, what happens?
They're greeted by a receptionist.
Not a salesperson?
No.
Oh, I probably can make you a lot of money, I think. What's your conversion, do you think, from call to sale?
Well, we have 2 conversions, call to booking a consultation, and then consultation to booking a procedure.
Okay, well that's good then. All right. What percent book a consultation? I just have to know.
I would
Can't
say
help myself.
probably about 40% of phone calls to consultation and about 60% consultation to surgery.
And just make up a number, what kind of profit is a successful deal worth, surgery?
No, it's probably about 4,000 if you just count profit.
Okay, 4,000 profit, good. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. One of the things you might want to do is you might want to take what would be an ideal phone call. I'm getting way off track here, but I just can't help myself because I see money waiting to be made here. But you might want to take the telephone call when they call that the receptionist tries to book the consultation, and sit down yourself and spend a day and say, what would I say to this person if I was on the telephone? You might even take a bunch of those calls, get the gist of what it is, and then sit down in front of a little pocket camera and say, hi, it's Bill Eschbaugh. I'm the founder of South Florida Plastic Surgery, And I want to just talk to you a little bit about how to improve, how to get, I want to teach you the questions to ask when you're choosing a plastic surgeon to get breast surgery, body contouring, or face surgery. Here are a couple of things to do. Ask this question, avoid these kinds of things. By the way, if you're interested in getting these things, what I'd love to do is give you a no commitment consultation, free, my compliments. I'd really like to meet you and talk to you. I don't know if we can help your needs. I don't know if we're the right company for you, but I would really like to have the opportunity to talk to you. And by the way, when you come in for your consultation, I'll give you a copy of this free report that has the 13 questions to ask. If you'd like to book a complimentary consultation, please call this phone number, just to get them so when they call, they're calling and saying, hi, can I book the consultation? Not, hi, and the receptionist is like, got a hot dog in one hand, and like, hello? Yeah, I don't think he's got any appointments available, $4,000, bye. And I don't think that's what happens, but if you're only converting 40%, I don't know. So, okay, back to design. Hopefully you can take that and make some money with it. What I would do is ask myself, what would be perceived at this point? They're sitting in front of their computer, right? They can't like open the computer up and stick their face in there and then pull it out and have it be fixed. They can only get so much done in front of the computer. What would the customer who's gotten to this website, what would be an ideal thing for them to get as a result of getting there? What do you think they want from the site? What do you think they want?
They want to know if the plastic surgery could help them or be right for them.
Right. What else?
Is it affordable? Can they get it financed?
There's more, actually. They want to know how it works. They don't know a damn thing about plastic surgery, really. No matter how much you think they know.
Well, they're pretty sophisticated. They're.
I'm sure they do. I'm just giving you a hard time, but they still want education.
Sure.
I know that they
Absolutely.
do.
Absolutely.
All right. I mean, what's probably the biggest fear that someone going to a plastic surgeon has?
Probably the biggest fear would be they have like a horror story outcome. Like they would be scarred or regret having it done.
I mean, you might want to test a before and after picture that's a disaster at the top and say, here's a client that came to me after going to another discount plastic surgeon. You with me?
Yes, and actually I was thinking about that earlier in the week. That's going to be for one of my niche markets I'm going to create, the revisional plastic surgery.
Nice.
That I've learned from this course.
And, again, remember, a new perspective.
Right.
And then say, and then here's what I did to fix what the other person screwed up, and it cost them $9,700 plus the $4,600 they paid over here, and if they would have just come to me originally, it would have cost them even less than their original one, and they would have had it done right. And by the way, let me tell you what you need to know about plastic surgery. And I'm going to just go with they're pretty sophisticated, all right? I'm going to go down that line. I might say, if you're like me, you've probably done a lot of research on plastic surgery. In fact, you've probably been hunting around the internet and getting tips. Well, a lot of plastic surgery businesses try to make it sound easy and cheap and fun, and they gloss over a lot of the details. Let me teach you about some of the things that they are unwilling to teach you about, and then give them one tip, and then maybe say, by the way, I've created this free report, and I'd love to give you a copy. Enter your name and email, and I'll send it to you. Or have the video where you come on and you say, hi, it's Bill, and let me tell you a little bit about this whole thing, and blah, 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 and I'd like to do a free consultation with you. And by the way, if you're not interested in a free consultation, that's fine too. But it's so important that you know the right questions to ask so you avoid horror stories like these. Boom, boom, boom. Please call my office and just ask for a copy of the report, and I'd be glad to send it out. Does that make a little bit
Love it.
more sense? Okay.
Thank you.
Because I think that this kind of stuff, while beautiful, it's just a disconnect from what's all the irrational stuff going on in their heads, and it's a disconnect design-wise, and it's, you know what I mean? The whole thing. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for playing.